There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Sun Devils will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Kansas State quick to the line. It's a draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wildcats with the 1st and 10.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Working that left side now. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sun Devils offense will get the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Let's think a second about Arizona State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Brown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Kansas State pushing the pace.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Kennedy. Makes the grab. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Smith takes the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Oakley. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. He's got it. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big intercept.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being
looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Arizona State! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire, and a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Kennedy. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moss. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. K-State sends the punt team onto the field ready to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. I mean, I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Pressure coming, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Look at the big fella roll. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Kansas State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man. It's Moore. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a grab for a big play. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Brown. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to... Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Arizona State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
And the Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Quickly to the tight end. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Levitt. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Sun Devils are flying down the field.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Here's Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Finds a man on the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is certainly one way to play great defense. Just play keep away with your offense. This drive will not end. 3rd down coming. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Sun Devils will go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Arizona State! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire 1st quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kansas State's offense will have its 1st possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kansas State quick to the line. Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them who's going to come out to.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
To throw, it's Kennedy. Catch in the middle, it's Oakland. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Under fire. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some.
He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage on the back end defensively.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Rides the back on the option, the give. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick tempo here for the offense. Now the play fake. That's reeled in, it's Smith. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he's dragged down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Wants to throw on third down. He makes a grab. And he will score. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll go up top on second and short. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. With the catch, it's Ross. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Gonna swing it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Spits it out to the back. That's caught, it's Brown. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Dadgum, receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that and worse language, but calling for the football, got to make plays, man. That's how you get more balls thrown in your direction.
What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe.
The Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Under fire. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
That's what players call a 7 route, and that receiver ran it to perfection.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play-action by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Kansas State pushing the pace.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Kennedy. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Finds the tight end. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Oh, they're after him. They brought the heat and they get him on the ground. And a 4th down sack stops this drive cold.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got it in the middle. It's Ross. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Back to the ground game on the left. Finds a little space. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Levin. Here's the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge look.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned. That's a fumble. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown! Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He's got him!
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Pressure coming. Caught. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Late in the game, they've got the lead. They know the opponent's going to throw the football to all areas of the field. That time in the middle, he was right there. Almost came away with that interception.
Pocket breaking down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The option look. Now the pitch. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And it'll be downed right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. He might want another play. To the air, it's Levitt. Rushes on him. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Snatches it on the run. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing.
And he throws another